Hello, my spicy friends. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Amoongus and Shiinotic with Astonish. Now, recently, as most of you probably know by now, Astonish got buffed. I mean, it did get buffed last season, where it went from dog shit to slightly less dog shit, but now it is actually an alright move. It's kind of like a Fire Spin clone. Well, it would have been a Fire Spin clone if Fire Spin wasn't just buffed. So now it's kind of just an alright move. A little better than average, that's nothing wrong with that. So I decided to pair them up with Stunfisk because both of these Pokemon, Amoongus and Shiinotic, are very weak to flyers, fire types, and steel types. Especially poison types too in Shiinotic's case. And in return, they help Galarian Stunfisk out against fighters and water types. So pretty alright ABV. Now, as for what I think of both of these Pokemon, well, it is a little hard to say because, the season just started, so there's not really a whole lot of crazy stuff, crazy opponents I've gone up against yet. But I do think that Amoongus is fine with Astonish being buffed, and Shiinotic is actually good. It's not gonna blow your mind or anything. Not either of these, I don't think. I think they're both still a little bit slow. I mean, I know that they have 3.33 whatever energy per turn, so I guess they're not really slow, but they could be better, I guess. Amoongus has pretty good bulk, and Shiinotic actually has pretty good offensive coverage in the Great League, in my opinion. Like, Grass and Fairy means that it can hit stuff like Zoomeril, Medicham, Carbink, Lantern especially. It can hit a lot of big names for a lot of damage, and it's pretty good at doing that. So, we'll talk about Amoongus in a bit. I just want to go over this exciting lead first. We have a battle of the G-Fisks, which, it's totally really fun and totally not just a boring 50-50. But anyway, I get the prediction correct that they are going to go for the EQ and that they think I'm going to bait. So nice. Got some good lucky stuff here. They went CMP, which made me just a little bit nervous, but it all worked out. I also have basic counting abilities, so I know that was only 6 mud shots and not 8, so I have nothing to fear here. This is just gonna be a rock slide. G-Fisk eats those for breakfast. We are fine. Anyway, let's talk about Amoongus now. Amoongus is pretty alright. I mean, it is bulky, but I think the thing about Amoongus is it's going to be compared to Venusaur a lot. Its Venusaur is also running Razor Leaf for some reason, which, I don't know, man. It's therapy season, PvP, you kind of expect stuff like that. But anyway, Amoongus has, it's got Grass Knot, Sludge Bomb. It also has Foul Play as an option. I think you can run that if you want, but I'm just going to go double same type attack bonus here. But yeah, comparisons to Venusaur are going to be very obvious. Its fast move isn't as good as Vine Whip, of course, which this trainer is running the spicier Razor Leaf, which is interesting. But Astonish means it actually has a pretty good matchup against Venusaur, which is a fun little bit of irony. Unfortunately, my moveset means it also can't do much to Dragalge, which is not a very common Great League Pokemon, but nonetheless is the one that I'm fighting right now in this video. So I'm just gonna throw all of my, do what I can with Amoongus. Sludge Bomb is only single resisted instead of double resisted. So my plan here is to just bring in Shiinotic and pray. Like I said, we are playing early PvP seasons here. There's no telling what we're gonna run into. But with that said, uh, I was a little bit nervous that they might have gotten to a sludge bomb or something, but this all worked out. We were fine. Who was worried? We weren't worried. Anyway, we're gonna bring in Stunfisk because I think my opponent backed out, forfeited. So I'm just gonna mud shot down and call it up. Yeah, there we go. Sheesh, I think someone's screaming down the hall for me. Anyway, enough pointless, boring IRL stuff. We're gonna bring in Amoongus here. This is not a great matchup for my team. Yeah, Gligar is admittedly a core breaker for this team. I don't know if this team is like super amazing anyway, but you know, I thought it would be fun to take the 2 fungus Pokemon with Astonish and build a team around them. And it just so happens that the team I built has a weakness, and that weakness is Gligar. But fortunately, I think this I don't think, I know. I can see it right here. This Gligar is running Night Slash for some reason, so... you know, if it's Night Slash Earthquake, like I think it is, because why wouldn't you click Aerial Ace here? If it's Night Slash and Earthquake, then that means that my Morlul is going to have a very good time here. I am fine with just absorbing this another Night Slash because Amoongus is pretty bulky. Alright, let's go Morlul. Or Shiinotic. You know, I keep getting their names mixed up. I did play a lot of Gen 7 when it came out, yeah, Sun and Moon. But I don't even think these two are very common Pokemon in that game, so Pokemon Go is how I know them most. Oh, and of course that trainer got a attack boost there. Not great, but you know, luckily we just astonished them down, and in comes a Escavalier. Now, they resist both of our moves, which is not good, but luckily Escavalier is also not the tankiest thing in the world, so even one resisted Moonblast will dent them pretty well. They know this, they shield, and for some reason this is also a Bug Bite Escavalier. Spicy. So we're just going to shield this up in case it's a drill run, but I think in retrospect I do not know my Bug Bite counts, and that was probably nowhere near a drill run. So I decided to farm up a little bit, just get a little greedy, and we're going to nail him with an Earthquake. Boom. Just like that. Alright, and their final Pokemon is Hisuian Shiny Arcanine. Not gonna lie, even if it's not the best thing in the world, this looks really cool, and I kind of want one. So, props to my opponent for having some cool spice like that. But unfortunately, we're just gonna Rock Slide it down. No, I was a little nervous here that they might have gotten to a Flamethrower, because I'm pretty sure Hisuian Arcanine has access to that move. But it's just a Rock Slide. So, yeah, crazy. Anyway, next game. Let's see what they've got. They've got the Swampert on the lead, which is, yeah, I think we all know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to, like... Actually, no. I remember my plan here. I was going to try to catch on Amoongus, but the fact they had Water Gun kind of threw things off a little bit. Although the fact they're running Water Gun tells me this might not be the most meta Swampert set, so maybe I should just have been a little less cautious. Anyway, they shield that up. Reasonable play. Reasonable play for anyone. Just gonna go for a Sludge Bomb here. Smack him around a little bit. The fact they're shielding the Sludge Bomb up is a good sign. Even, I'm very happy to be up 2 shields. But I know that this Charizard, even if it doesn't have Blast Burn, it's still probably gonna have some kind of fire move to hit us with. And yeah, there's Overheat. And luckily, Galarian Stunfisk is bulky enough that we can survive a debuffed Overheat from like almost full. This is like, what, 85, 90? So yeah, we are fine, we are fine. We would have had been even more fine if this was a Wing Attack Zard, but this is not the case. I think my plan here was actually to undercharge and then bring in Shiinotic and try to clean up house. So yeah, it's gonna farm up a bunch here. Now, I was a little worried here. This might... wait, never mind. Yeah, I think I realized, oh, this is way too, this isn't fast enough for a sludge wave. Because today, like I said earlier, I have seen the most random shit with poison coverage. It would not surprise me to run into a sludge wave Swampert all that much. So again, we're going to hit this Crobat from Moonblast. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Crobats too tonight for some reason, but anyway. We're fine. Who was worried? They decided to throw for some reason, and I decided to shield. Because I want to get off a last second Seed Bomb. Undercharge. Yeah, I remember the plan here. I'm in a pretty bad spot, but I want to bring in my Stunfisk to Mudshot down, and then hit the Swampert in the back. I don't know why they're not biting back. I feel like that would have been a good play. They might have lagged a little bit, but even if they did bite, I don't think that would have changed the outcome here. Because bite is, bite's not a very good move, to be honest. Just throwing that out there. And, they get off one more Water Gun, which might have actually lost me the game if they were biting with Crobat. But that's okay. Boy, that's okay. I think this is the final game of the night, which is all nice to see. Houndoom in the lead, that is really bad. We don't want to see Houndoom in the lead. That is a core breaker, as you guys probably figured out by now. Oof, so, we're just going to try to do our best with timing and smack Houndoom around a bit. Yeah, this is fucking awful. If they had shielded the second, Rock Slide here, we would have been fucked. But luckily that was not the case. We're just gonna get to a Rock Slide here, and yeah, they decided to let this through for some reason, which is interesting. I suppose they probably just wanted to save shields. And yeah, have I mentioned that this is early season PvP? Anyway, enough of the licky jokes. We have an Illumise on the field, which means I can get to one more Rock Slide, and I'm just gonna smack it around a bit. Nice. Hit it for some super effective damage, which does a lot less than I thought. I forgot Illumise was actually weirdly bulky for some reason. But we're gonna be fine. They're gonna go for a Bug Buzz, which does a decent amount of damage to us. That does almost as much to us as super effective Rock Slide did to them, which is insane. It's just insane. So yeah, we Sludge Bomb down the Illumise just to get the dub. In comes Licky. We are able to hit one charge move again. I don't know off the top of my head which is stronger, Grass Knot or Sludge Bomb. They might actually be clones of each other. I'm gonna have to look that up after I do this video. So anyway, it's up to Shiinotic to come in and clean house. Since Zen Headbutt is like the slowest thing in the world, we don't have much of an issue. They actually do get to a charge move here, which is interesting. It's Shadow Ball. Okay, glad we shielded that up. And this is going to be GG's, I think. We're going to hit him with the Seed Bomb, and boom. Alright. Well, thank you for watching, my spicy friends. I thought that this was a pretty fun team. Might run it again later, or maybe not. Got a 5-0, so it can't be too bad. And remember, stay spicy.